There's a moment many people over 60 recognize but rarely talk about. You wake up, sit at the edge of the bed, and just for a second, before the day has even started, something feels off. Your legs feel heavier than they should. Your hands are cold despite the warm room. You feel like you need another hour of sleep just to feel like yourself. Most people assume it's the natural cost of getting older and push through it. And maybe some of it is. But here's what rarely gets mentioned in that conversation. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body has gone without food or water for the longest stretch of the entire day. Your blood vessels, your heart, and your circulation have been working quietly through the night, and the very first thing you put on your plate after waking up either gives that system something to work with, or it doesn't. Breakfast isn't a magic fix. But researchers consistently find that adults who start their mornings with nutrient-dense whole foods, foods that contain fiber, antioxidants, healthy fats, and key minerals, tend to support their cardiovascular systems more effectively over time than those who skip breakfast or reach for something heavily processed. Today, we're counting down 5 everyday breakfast foods that nutrition experts often include in heart-friendly eating patterns because of the specific nutrients they provide for healthy blood vessels and better circulation after 60. Stay until the end, because our number one food may already be sitting in your kitchen, and most people have no idea how well it supports cardiovascular health first thing in the morning. Before we begin, this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always speak with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, especially if you have a medical condition or take prescription medications. Now, let's begin. Number 5, oatmeal. Most people think of oatmeal as comfort food, warm, filling, and simple. But what makes it genuinely interesting for cardiovascular health isn't the warmth or the texture. It's a specific compound inside that does something quietly remarkable inside your digestive system every single morning. That compound is beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that oats contain in higher concentrations than almost any other common food. As beta-glucan moves through your digestive tract, it forms a soft gel-like substance that may bind with cholesterol before part of it gets absorbed by the body. Over time, eating oats regularly as part of a balanced diet may help support healthy cholesterol levels, and healthy cholesterol means less long-term strain on your arterial walls. But oatmeal's benefits for circulation don't stop there. Oats also contain a group of antioxidants called avenanthramides that are found almost nowhere else in the food supply. Researchers have specifically studied these compounds for their potential role in supporting healthy blood vessel function and protecting the delicate inner lining of arteries from everyday oxidative stress. Most people have never heard of avenanthramides, but they may be one of the quiet reasons oats have such a consistent track record in cardiovascular nutrition research. Oats also digest slowly, releasing energy gradually rather than causing the sharp blood sugar spikes that come from processed breakfast cereals or pastries. For many adults over 60, this steady energy release makes a real practical difference. You stay genuinely satisfied through the morning rather than feeling hungry or sluggish before lunch. A bowl of plain rolled oats topped with fresh berries, a sliced banana, or a small handful of chopped walnuts creates a naturally balanced breakfast without needing expensive ingredients or complicated preparation. One important note: avoid instant-flavored oatmeal packets. Many contain significant amounts of added sugar that quickly reduce the overall nutritional value of an otherwise excellent breakfast. Number 4, blueberries. If you asked most people to name a food that directly supports blood circulation, blueberries probably wouldn't be the first answer. They're small, they're sweet, and most people think of them simply as a topping, something to scatter over yogurt or oatmeal for a little color. But that small size hides something genuinely impressive. Blueberries are among the richest sources of natural plant compounds called anthocyanins, the pigments responsible for their deep blue-purple color. Over the past 2 decades, anthocyanins have become one of the more studied areas in cardiovascular nutrition research, specifically because of the way they interact with blood vessel function. Diets consistently rich in anthocyanin-containing fruits have been associated with supporting the health of the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of every blood vessel in your body. And a healthy endothelium is what allows blood vessels to respond normally, stay flexible, and do their job efficiently day after day. Blueberries are also rich in vitamin C, which plays a direct role in collagen production. Collagen is the structural protein that helps maintain the strength and integrity of blood vessel walls, something that becomes increasingly important as we age and those vessels face decades of continuous use. Their natural fiber content adds another layer of cardiovascular support by fitting into a cholesterol-conscious diet. One of the most practical things about blueberries is how effortlessly they fit into a morning routine. Fresh blueberries require no preparation. Frozen blueberries retain nearly all of their nutritional value and are available year-round at a fraction of the cost. Add a handful to oatmeal, stir them into plain Greek yogurt, or simply enjoy them on the side of whatever else you're having for breakfast. No single fruit transforms your circulation overnight. But consistently choosing colorful, antioxidant-rich fruits like blueberries gives your blood vessels a wider range of compounds working in their favor, morning after morning, over months and years. Number 3, eggs. Few foods have had a more complicated reputation than eggs. For decades, people were told to limit them because of concerns about dietary cholesterol. Then the science shifted. Then it shifted again. If you found the whole conversation confusing, you're not alone. Here's where nutrition research actually stands today. For most healthy adults, eggs can absolutely be part of a heart-friendly eating pattern when eaten in moderation alongside plenty of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. And for circulation specifically, they bring something to the breakfast table that many other morning foods simply don't: a concentrated source of complete protein along with several nutrients that support normal function throughout the cardiovascular system. The protein matters more than people often realize. After 6 to 8 hours of overnight fasting, your body is ready to begin repairing and maintaining tissues. High-quality protein from eggs helps support muscle maintenance, and this matters directly for circulation, because staying physically active as you age depends on keeping your muscles strong, and physical activity is one of the most consistent factors associated with healthy blood vessel function. Beyond protein, eggs provide vitamin B12, which supports normal nerve function including the nerves that communicate with your cardiovascular system, and choline, a nutrient involved in normal cell function throughout the body that many older adults don't consume in adequate amounts. Their selenium content also contributes to the body's natural antioxidant defenses. Perhaps the most underappreciated benefit of a protein-rich breakfast is what it prevents. Starting the morning with adequate protein helps many people stay genuinely satisfied until lunchtime, reducing the pull toward sugary snacks, processed foods, and the blood sugar swings that can affect cardiovascular health over time. The simplest preparations are often the best. Boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled eggs paired with whole grain toast and sliced tomatoes create a balanced morning meal without needing anything elaborate. Number 2, avocado. For years, avocados were avoided by health-conscious people for one simple reason: they're high in fat. In an era when dietary fat was considered the primary enemy of heart health, a fruit that gets the majority of its calories from fat seemed like an obvious thing to skip. That thinking has shifted significantly, and avocados are now recognized as one of the most nutrient-dense whole foods available for cardiovascular health. The reason comes down to the type of fat they contain. Most of the fat in an avocado is monounsaturated fat, the same heart-friendly type found in extra virgin olive oil. When these healthy fats consistently replace saturated fats in your daily eating pattern, they may help support healthy cholesterol levels over time, contributing to healthier arterial function. But avocados offer far more than just healthy fat. They are one of the richest whole food sources of potassium available, delivering more per serving than a banana, which most people associate with potassium. Potassium helps support healthy blood pressure regulation, supports normal muscle function including the heart muscle that beats every second of your life, and contributes to the fluid balance that your entire circulatory system depends on. Add to that a meaningful fiber content, vitamin E, folate, and other naturally occurring plant compounds, and avocado becomes genuinely difficult to match as a single breakfast ingredient for cardiovascular support. What makes it particularly valuable is that these nutrients work together rather than in isolation, a whole food delivering a combination of benefits that supplements rarely replicate. At breakfast, avocado is remarkably versatile. Spread it over whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon and a few slices of tomato. Add it to an omelette alongside spinach. Serve it on the side of eggs with fresh fruit. Because avocados are naturally filling, even a third to half of a medium avocado provides plenty of nutrition without overwhelming a balanced morning meal. Number 1, kiwi. Kiwi is one of those foods that tends to get overlooked in the produce aisle. It sits quietly between the berries and the citrus fruit, rarely getting the attention that apples, bananas, or oranges receive. But for adults over 60 who are thinking about cardiovascular health, that quiet little fruit deserves a much closer look. Start with vitamin C. Kiwi contains more vitamin C per serving than an orange, one of the most vitamin C-dense fruits people commonly eat. Vitamin C works as a powerful antioxidant, helping protect blood vessel cells from everyday oxidative stress that builds gradually over the years. It also plays a direct role in collagen production, the structural protein that maintains the strength and flexibility of blood vessel walls. As we age and blood vessels face decades of continuous work, that structural support becomes increasingly important. Kiwi also provides potassium, which supports healthy blood pressure regulation and contributes to normal heart and muscle function as part of a balanced diet. Its natural fiber content fits into a cholesterol-conscious eating pattern and supports digestive health, while its unique combination of antioxidants and plant compounds gives researchers reason to study kiwi specifically within the context of cardiovascular nutrition. What makes kiwi stand out as a number 1 breakfast food isn't any single nutrient. It's how many different cardiovascular needs it addresses in one small, affordable, widely available fruit, without adding significant sugar, calories, or preparation time to your morning. Slice it into oatmeal or plain Greek yogurt. Mix it into a fruit bowl with blueberries and banana. Pair it alongside eggs and whole grain toast. Or simply eat it on its own. A ripe kiwi needs nothing added to taste genuinely satisfying. Its natural sweetness makes it an easy, practical alternative to sugary breakfast pastries or processed morning snacks. Sometimes the most impactful nutritional choices are also the simplest ones. Kiwi is proof of that, a small, humble fruit with an impressive nutritional profile that quietly supports your heart and blood vessels every morning. Final thoughts. Healthy blood circulation isn't built in a single morning. It's built through the choices you repeat consistently, at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, day after day, until they simply become the way you live. Each of the 5 breakfast foods we covered today contributes something different to that foundation. Oatmeal provides beta-glucan and avenanthramides that may help support healthy cholesterol levels and blood vessel function. Blueberries supply anthocyanins and vitamin C that support the inner lining of your blood vessels and your body's natural antioxidant defenses. Eggs offer complete protein alongside B12, choline, and selenium that support normal function throughout your cardiovascular system. Avocados deliver heart-friendly monounsaturated fats, potassium, fiber, and vitamin E in one of the most nutritionally complete whole foods available. And kiwi brings an impressive concentration of vitamin C, potassium, fiber, and antioxidants to your morning in one of the most practical, affordable, and underappreciated fruits you can buy. None of these foods requires an expensive shopping list, a complicated recipe, or a dramatic overhaul of your lifestyle. In most cases, they're already available at your local grocery store, and many of them can be combined into a single breakfast that covers several of these benefits at once. Here's a simple idea to try this week. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose just one of today's breakfast foods that you don't already eat regularly, and find one easy way to include it in your morning over the next few days. Once that feels natural, add another. Small, consistent changes are far easier to maintain than dramatic ones, and over weeks and months, those small changes become the habits that genuinely support long-term heart health. Which of today's 5 breakfast foods do you already enjoy? And which one are you planning to add to your morning after watching this video? Share your answer in the comments below. your experience might encourage someone else in our Better Blood Flow community to make a healthier choice. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Better Blood Flow for more research-informed videos about healthy arteries, better blood circulation, heart health, and healthy aging after 60. Thank you for watching. Take good care of yourself, start tomorrow morning with something your heart will appreciate, and we'll see you in the next video.